أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. My dear elders, brothers and sisters, and especially my children, Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this inaugural program on our new channel, HICTV, and I would request every one of you please to click on the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel, please. You can see at the bottom of the screen there is a continuous reminder, and it will be helpful if you all subscribe to this channel. So we will begin the quiz today, and let me just inform you that the first quiz, which is specially for children, this quiz is a general Islamic quiz. There are questions about the lives of A'imma Tahirin alayhimus salam, questions on fiqh, and questions on Quran. And then inshallah after that, when we join together in the family quiz, we will be discussing about Jannat al-Baqi. So welcome all, and we begin the quiz with the first question soon appearing on your screen. Which one of these is not najis? Blood, pig, it's blood again, and saliva. It should actually be something else. So blood, pig, and saliva. Which one of this is not najis? Excellent, 18 of you have got correct answer. Saliva is not najis. Blood and pig are amongst the najasat that we are taught in the madrasa. So well done to all, and there it has begun, and you will see your scores on the screen. That takes us now to the second question. Which one of these cannot make najis thing tahir? Is it earth? Is it sanitizer? Is it water? Is it sun? Which one of these cannot make a najis thing tahir? You have learnt about mutaharat in madrasa, and there are those things that make najis thing become tahir, that is become clean. And yes, again, 18 of you have said correct, sanitizer. These days we use a lot of sanitizer to keep ourselves protected. But earth is one of those things that make najis thing tahir. Water, of course, is the main factor in which, by which najis things become tahir. And sun also will make those najis things tahir which are immovable, not sanitizer. Okay, so well done to all those who got the correct answer, and the scores appearing again on your screen. I can see green eyes leading at the moment after 2 questions. Let's now go to the third question. Which is the best mosque to pray? Is it Masjid al-Kufa? Is it Mosque of the Prophet? Is it Masjid al-Haram? Or is it Masjid al-Aqsa? All these are very, very sacred places to pray. But which one of these is the best to pray? And the correct answer is Masjidul Haram. Yes, it is highly recommended to pray in Masjid Kufa, in Masjidul Nabawi, in Masjidul Aqsa, which is in Jerusalem. But the best place is Masjidul Haram, the center of which is the Holy Kaaba, and a lot of reward in praying in Masjidul Haram. Right? So, here the table changes now, and you have the score appearing on the screen, which will now lead us to go to the fourth question. How many times does a person say Allahu Akbar in Adhan? Is it 6 times? Is it 4 times? Is it twice? Or is it 8 times? How many times does a person say Allahu Akbar in Adhan? Just a reminder for all of us, we are praying at home these days. We cannot go to the masjid to pray in Jama'at, so we pray at home. Make sure before you say your salat, you must say Adhan and Iqamah. And the correct answer is 6. 4 at the beginning and twice again just before the Adhan is over. So 6 times we say Allahu Akbar in Adhan. Okay? So let's see how many, and again the scoreboard is there in front of your eyes and you can see. Remember, it is not that who comes first and who comes second. Every one of us has to try hard in order to do this competition, in order to learn something. So those who have got it incorrect, inshallah, will know that this is the correct answer. Okay, so let's now move to the fifth question. The act of standing in salat, in namaz, is called qunut, qiyam, salam, tashahhud. What is the act of standing in salat called? When you stand up, people who are old or due to some other reason unable to stand are then told that you can sit and say your namaz. But if you are able to, then you stand up. What is that standing called? And yes, 19 of you have got it correctly. It is qiyam. Qiyam, standing in namaz, okay? And that is when you stand up and when you recite Suratul Hamd and any other surah. In the second rakat, even after completing the both surahs, when you raise your hands for qunut, all this is in the position of qiyam, position of standing. Okay, and there we have the score again, right? Again, I remind you all, please, let's remind ourselves. In Quran, Allah Azza wa Jal, in verse number 148, remember the verse, 148 of which surah? Suratul Baqarah, the second surah in the Holy Quran. Verse number 148, Allah says, فَاسْتَبِقُوا بِالْخَيْرَاتِ, and compete with each other in doing good deeds. You are participating in this quiz. This is a good deed. You compete, but the reason of competing is not to be first, second or third. The reason that you are competing in this good deed is so that you are able to learn something. So well done all of you who are participating, okay? And we will learn inshallah from this quiz, and inshallah we will learn more from the family quiz also. So let's now go to the sixth question, which appears on your screen now. Grandfather of Imam Ali Zainul Abidin alayhi salam. Is it Imam Hassan alayhi salam? Is it the Holy Prophet? Is it our first Imam, Imam Ali alayhi salam? Or is it the third Imam, Imam Hussein alayhi salam? Who is the grandfather of Imam Ali Zainul Abidin alayhi salam? Well done to all those who have answered correctly, which is Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam had two sons. One was Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein, second one from Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam. And then Imam Hussein alayhi salam had a son by name of Imam Ali, who is known by the grand title of Zainul Abidin, and he is the grandfather of Imam Ali Zainul Abidin is Imam Ali alayhi salam. So we can see now the board on the screen here, and well done. That takes us now to the 7th question. 13th Rajab is the birthday anniversary of 3rd Imam alayhi salam, 12th Imam alayhi salam, Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, 1st Imam alayhi salam. The 13th Rajab is the birthday anniversary of. And I tell you, it is a great day. Month of Rajab itself is a great month, and 13th Rajab is also a very, very auspicious day in the month of Rajab. And yes, 20 of you have answered it correctly. Birthday anniversary of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Uniqueness of the birth of Imam Ali alayhi salam is that he was born inside the Kaaba. No one before Imam Ali alayhi salam is born or was born inside the Kaaba, and no one will be born inside the Kaaba after the birth of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Imam Ali alayhi salam is the only person born inside the Kaaba. Allah Azza wa Jal has given a great status to Imam Ali alayhi salam. Remember, we have to have great love for the Holy Prophet as well as the family of the Holy Prophet, and this is our path to salvation in this world as well as in the hereafter. Okay, so the scoreboard there. Moving now to the next question. Question number 8. Which one of these is the title mostly used for 4th Imam? Is it Amirul Abidin, or is it As-Sajjad, or is it Babul Hawaij, or is it Al-Kazim? Right, Amir is the chief, Abidin is the worshippers, chief of the worshippers, okay? Babul Hawaij, Al-Kazim, which one of this is, right? And 20 of you have again given a correct answer of Al-Sajjad. And remember, and I'm sure young children know this Marthia by that of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, or which says, O Sajjad, and that is of course to Imam Ali Zainul Abidin, also known as Imam Ali As-Sajjad, right? So well done to all those who have done correctly, and there the board is changing, and we now move to the next question, again on history, appearing 9th question. Which of this Imam is buried in Jannat al-Baqi in Medina? Is it 2nd Imam? Is it 8th Imam? Is it 9th Imam? Is it 11th Imam? Alayhimus salam. Which one of this is buried in Jannat al-Baqi? And remember, after this quiz for the children, there is an important quiz of 15 questions only on Jannat al-Baqi. A lot to learn out of there. And I'm sure everyone will participate. And yes, 22 of you, meaning all of you, have said it correctly, that it is the 2nd Imam who is buried in Jannatul Baqi. 8th Imam is buried in Mashhad, 9th Imam is buried in Kadhimain, 11th Imam is buried in Samarra. Okay, let's see the scoreboard. Right, and there it appears on the board. Right, Ali Asghar is leading at present. Every one of you is trying. Well done. All right, and let's go now to next question, number 10. martyrdom anniversary of which Imam is in the month of Shawwal? Is it 4th Imam alayhi salam, or 8th Imam alayhi salam, or 6th Imam alayhi salam, or there is no Imam who passed away or was martyred in the month of Shawwal? Okay? Which Imam's martyrdom anniversary is in the month of Shawwal? This is the month of Shawwal. And 15 of you have said that no Imam passed away. Okay? 6 of you have mentioned that it is 6th Imam, which is correct, and it is 25th of Shawwal. 25th of Shawwal, when our 6th Imam passed away. And before we go now to the next question, I only want to remind you, my dear children, and also all the family members who are watching this, that next week and the week after that, so 2 Saturdays consecutively, we have special quiz on our 6th Imam alayhi salam. There is a lot to learn from our 6th Imam alayhi salam. So next week, special quiz, and that's family quiz. Children will have general quiz as usual, but family quiz will be special for 2 weeks on 6th Imam alayhi salam. Okay? So let's now move to question number 11. Change in the leaderboard. Yes, number of ayats in Surah An-Nas without Bismillah. Is it 5? Is it 7? Is it 8? Is it 6? It's the last surah. So number of ayats that we have in Surah An-Nas. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ. Alright, so 11 of you have said it correctly, and if you recite the surah yourself just now, you will see that it is 6 verses, and those who have written, 11 of you have done it correctly. The others will have learnt, and also inshallah, that it is 6 surahs. Again, I just want to remind you all again, please, do not forget to subscribe. Please do subscribe to this new channel, HIC TV, and this is our inaugural program on this new channel. So please do subscribe, please. Let's now move to the next question. Alright, and the next question is, Surah of the Quran recommended to be recited in the first rakat of Friday prayer. Is it Al-Qadr? Is it Al-Jumu'ah? Is it An-Nas? Is it Ar-Rahman? Let me tell you, the rule is that you recite Surah Al-Fatiha and any other surah, whether it is Friday prayer or is it daily prayers. However, we have recommendation for Friday prayer, first rakat. And yes, 20 of you have said it correctly. It is Surah Al-Jumu'ah. Okay? And I would recommend memorize Surah Al-Jumu'ah. These days you cannot pray Salatul Jumu'ah because there is no congregation. Salatul Jumu'ah can only be prayed together. But it is recommended that on a Friday, if you are praying alone and you will be praying Zohar prayer, it is recommended to recite Suratul Jumu'ah in the first rakat. Not only on Friday, even on Thursday evening on Isha prayer. In the first rakat of Isha prayer, it is recommended after Suratul Hamd to recite Suratul Jumu'ah. On the Friday morning, when you wake up for Fajr prayer, it is recommended that in the first rakat after Suratul Hamd, recite Suratul Jumu'ah. This is highly recommended. Memorize this surah and recite it. Okay? Let's see the scoreboard. Then you can see scoreboard again. Jabir Mawani leading at present. Okay? That brings us now to the next question. Question number 13, the second last surah in the Holy Quran is Al-Falaq, An-Nas, Al-Kawthar, Al-Kafirun. Now you must be knowing this. It must be very easy. Okay? And I can see the numbers moving very fast, mashallah. Right? Which is the second last surah in the Holy Quran? Take your time if you don't know. Right? And 19 of you have given correct answer, and that is Al-Falaq, surah number 113, which is the second last surah, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. I would recommend, and I'm sure the children have memorized 4 quls. These 4 quls are Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas, Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq, Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun, and Qul huwallahu ahad. And I recommend to you, my dear children, and all others, every day in the morning, after Fajr prayer, please make a point of reciting this 4 Qul. You are building safety for yourself. You are seeking protection of the best protector, and that is Allah Azza wa Jal, from many things. So make sure that you do recite these 4 surahs or 4 Qul every day. And well done if you have been reciting this every day. Okay? That now takes us to the next question, and the next question appearing on the board. This is the second last question, a surah which begins with the title of the Holy Prophet. Is it Maryam? Is it Yunus? Is it Yusuf? Is it Taha? The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is known by many titles. One of the titles, of course, is Abul Qasim, okay? Father of Qasim. Qasim was the firstborn of the Holy Prophet by Bibi Khadijatul Kubra, but Qasim died when he was infant. Okay? Prophet has this title of Abul Qasim, and correct answer is Taha. And which surah is this? Surah number 20 in the Holy Quran, Taha, which discusses about the birth of Nabi Musa alayhi salam, and Nabi Musa alayhi salam then been asked by Allah that you are a prophet, go and guide the people, especially Fir'aun. And that is the time you will find this in the surah of number 20 in Taha. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Nabi Musa is asking Allah Azza wa Jal that Allah Azza wa Jal gives him that strength, makes his tongue to become what we say easy for him to convey the message to Fir'aun and to the people. So that is Surah Taha. Taha is one of the titles of the Holy Prophet. And the last question today for children's quiz is appearing on your scoreboard now. 15 of 15, a surah that explains about the night of power. Al-Zilzal, Al-Qiyamah, Al-Qadr, Al-Fatiha. Okay, night of power, the best night in the whole year. Okay, which is surah that discusses about the night of power. Yes, 22 of you have answered it correctly, and that is Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Laylatil Qadr, one translation in English is the night of power. Okay, and well done to all of you today for participating in this quiz. I am sure that you must have learnt something today, and by participating in the quiz. Let's see what the scoreboard is saying. Maitham, Jabir Mawani, and Iman Fatima has done very well. All of you have done excellent by participating in the quiz, and well done to all of you. And inshallah, we will have another children's quiz next week, inshallah. Just reminding you again, my dear children, that next week it is going to be another general quiz, and reminding you again to all those who are listening, please do subscribe to our channel, please, which is the new channel HIC TV, and it is the inaugural program today. Thank you for helping, and we are now going to move to the family quiz. You can see the pin number 390595, 390595, and we request you, please join. Meantime, I would request you that we have received news today of the passing away of cousin of Mrs. Sibtain Damji, as well as passing away of uncle of Dr. Muhammad Uthman. The cousin of Mrs. Sibtain Damji passed away in Mombasa after an accident, and the uncle of Dr. Muhammad Uthman passed away in Dar es Salaam today. We send our condolences to both these families, and at the same time I'm requesting all of you, my dear brothers and sisters, to send the best gift, and that is gift of Surah Fatiha to both this marhumin and to all the other marhumin. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'een. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. We pray to Allah Azza wa Jal for the maghfirah of both this marhumin, and we pray to Allah Azza wa Jal for the forgiveness and for maghfirah of all our marhumin. We pray to Allah Azza wa Jal, and please join me in this prayer. Ya Allah, when we pass away from this world, it is our wish and it is our prayers that we pass away with our iman steadfast on the path of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. We have about 27 minutes left for this program to end, and as people are joining, let me give this introduction about our family quiz today. 95 years ago, that's 1925, an event happened in the Muslim world, and that shook the Muslims throughout the world, irrespective of which madhab they were following or they are following. And this was a very grave incident, a very tragic incident. And this is, even after 95 years, we have not forgotten. Every year we have a gathering to commemorate this incident. And this was the destruction of Jannat al-Baqi. Jannat al-Baqi has 4 graves of 4 imams. The second imam, the 4th imam, the 5th imam, and the 6th imam. it is mentioned that in some books of history that Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam is also buried in Jannat al-Baqi. But it is not exactly known as to where Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam is buried. So this incident, we have been reminded through generations. Our parents took us to these gatherings in order for us to know about it. And then we have passed it on to our children, and we also want it to be passed to our grandchildren to know about this incident. Inshallah, on that day, we are going to have a majlis, of course, which will be online, and it will be broadcast live. So we will have a gathering, we will not forget. But together with this, let us learn about Jannatul Baqi, and for that, this quiz today has been organized. So dear elders, brothers and sisters, before we go to the quiz, just want to remind you again, please press the subscribe button on our new channel, HIC TV. And remember, this is the inaugural program. Your support is by participating today, and your support will be by pressing that button, and inshallah will give us that confidence, will give us that boost to continue to give on live programs from our channel. Okay, so if you are ready, let's move now to the first question appearing on the screen now. Question number 1. The word Baqi means a place of earth usually with trees, place of horses, a place of graves, an orchard of date palms. Again, you only have 30 seconds to answer, and you can put your answer. Remember, the quiz is for us to learn. It is for us to learn. It is for us to be educated. Right? And we have different answers. 17 of you have given me correct answer. A place of earth, usually with trees. There are people who have written Arabic dictionaries, and they have defined the word Baqi as a place of earth, and this is in Arabic called Buq'ah, which is wide, usually with trees. It is also accepted that the word Baqi is used for a place which has remnants of a tree, such as roots or trunks. It would not be a full tree, but maybe there are roots remaining or maybe trunks remaining. That place is also called Baqi. So the correct answer is the word Baqi means a place of earth, usually with trees. That moves now us to the second question. Okay? Second question is, a famous graveyard in Medina. Is it Baqi al-Khayl? Is it Jannatul Mu'alla? Is it Jannatul Baqi? Or is it Baqi of Ghuraib? Which one of this is a famous graveyard in Medina? Right, of course, correct answer is Jannatul Baqi. Okay, Jannatul Baqi is the correct answer. I can see 15 of you have written Jannatul Mu'alla. Jannatul Mu'alla is in Makkah. Jannatul Baqi is in Medina. Historically, the word Baqi has been used to describe a few different places in Medina. This is interesting. You will see one of the answers, the answer A was Baqi al-Khayl, which is Baqi of horses, whereby there was a market which was found to be buying and selling. That was the place where people would buy and sell horses. However, with the appearance of the cemetery of Baqi, that is the garden of Baqi, the other areas in Medina lost their association with this word Baqi, and Jannatul Baqi became the famous word. Okay? Let's come to the third question, which is very interesting. And I would like to see how many of you answer. Another name for Jannatul Baqi. Is it Baqi al-Khabkhaba? Or is it Baqi al-Madina? Or is it Baqi al-Yathrib? Or is it Baqi al-Gharqad? Right? Which one of this is another name for Jannatul Baqi? Remember, Yathrib is the old name for Medina, and it is found in the Holy Quran. This name Yathrib is found in the Holy Quran. Right? And well done to 16 of you who have given me Baqi al-Gharqad. Well, why is it known as Baqi al-Gharqad? This is important, okay? Now, the reason why this is also, or it is known by Baqi al-Gharqad is, Gharqad means a field of thorny trees. Before Jannatul Baqi became what is now as the cemetery for the Muslims in Medina, there were thorny trees there, okay? It was after the Holy Prophet said that this is the place where the Muslims are going to be buried, when these thorny trees were removed, right? Otherwise, that place was called Baqi al-Gharqad, okay? So, this is the reason, or the second name for Jannatul Baqi, okay? Let's go to the fourth question. Reason why this place is known as Jannatul Baqi. Is it because burial place for Muslims in Medina? Or burial place of honorable people within it? Or main burial place of Medina? Or is it because it is near to the Prophet's grave? Why is it known as Jannatul Baqi? Right, and 23 of you have given me correct answer. It is because of it is a burial place of honorable people in Medina. Many of the companions, according to one historian, it is mentioned that about 10,000 companions of the Prophet are buried in Jannatul Baqi, in Medina. Okay? 10,000. So there is the burial of honorable people, burial of the wives of the Holy Prophet, burial of the family of the Holy Prophet in Jannatul Baqi, and that's why it is known as Jannatul Baqi. Okay? That takes us now to the fifth question, right? And fifth question is that the sixth Imam alayhi salam said that the Prophet used to visit Baqi every day, once every fortnight, every Thursday evening, once every month. Right? So Prophet regularly used to visit Baqi. That teaches us that visiting the graveyard is an act of sunnah of the Holy Prophet. Let what the other Muslims may tell you, and there is a special group that says there is no need to visit. No, Prophet used to visit, and 23 of you have given me correct answer that Prophet used to visit Jannatul Baqi. In the book Wasailu Shia, this hadith is mentioned by Imam Ja'far Sadiq alayhi salam, and Imam used to say that the Prophet used to go to Baqi every Thursday evening, and he used to say, Assalamu alaikum ya ahlad diyar rahimakumullah, that is, peace be upon you, the O inhabitants of this place, may the mercy of God be upon you. The Prophet used to say this 3 times. Every Thursday he would visit there and he would say this. This is yet another teaching for me and for all of us, that we visit at least once in a week to go to a graveyard in our town where our relatives may be buried, where other Muslims are buried. Go there, recite Surah Fatiha, recite 11 times Qul Huwallah, and then also say Assalamu alaikum ya ahlad diyar rahimakumullah, peace be upon you, O the people of this place, may Allah have mercy upon you. This is sunnah of the Holy Prophet. This is one of the attitude and conduct of the Holy Prophet. And Prophet is the best role model for us. Let's go now to the 6th question. Place in Baqi where Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam used to weep. Is it house of sorrows? Is it house of serenity? Or is it house of weeping? Or is it house of Fatima Zahra alayha salam? You may have heard this in Majlis. Maybe you have heard the Arabic name for it. Right? And 28 of you have given me correct answer. And that is Baytul Ahzan. What happened is that after the passing away of the Holy Prophet, Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam faced injustices. She faced oppression. And this makes us cry whenever we hear about the problems and the difficulties that Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam faced. And Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam used to weep. And when she used to weep, the people in Medina would not be able to maintain or to be able to listen to the crying of Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam. So people came to Imam Ali alayhi salam, requesting Imam Ali alayhi salam to do something whereby Bibi Fatima Zahra alayha salam would go and cry somewhere else, or she would only cry at a particular time. Imam Ali alayhi salam went to that place. This is in Baqi. Now, let me just inform you that Baqi at that time was considered to be outside Medina. And Imam Ali alayhi salam built a tent there, where Bibi Fatima Zahra alayhi salam used to go to that tent and she would cry there. And after her passing away, then that tent was removed and a house was built. Now, on the background, you will be able to see that. Where is this Baytul Ahzan? If you can see that big structure, which is considered or is used to be there, this is before 1925. If you can see that place, behind that you can see another small structure. And if you are able to see it very clearly, there is number 1 written there. And that was where Baytul Ahzan was. I remember when I went to in 1984 for the first time to pilgrimage, okay, and I was taken by a person who knew, and he took me there, and he pointed out to me that this is the place. Of course, there was no sign, nothing there, but he said this is the place area where there was Baytul Ahzan, which is where Bibi Fatima Zahra alayhi salam used to cry, used to weep for her father. So this is Baytul Ahzan, and we still remember that. Let's go now to the next question, question number 7. Right. First companion of the Holy Prophet to be buried in Baqi. Is it Abu Dharr Ghifari, Is it As'ad bin Zurara? Is it Jabir bin Abdullah Ansari? Or is it Bilal the Muazzin? Who is the first companion of the Holy Prophet to be buried in Baqi? Okay, and I find that 12 of you have given me correct answer. That is As'ad bin Zurara. As'ad bin Zurara, and this is in the book Wafa al-Wafa, passed away in the year 1 AH. Who is As'ad bin Zurara? Just before the Prophet migrated to Medina, when Prophet was in Mecca, As'ad bin Zurara had come with a delegation, a small delegation. If I think about 12 people, they came to the Holy Prophet in Mecca to find out about the teachings of the Holy Prophet. And that is the time when the Holy Prophet explained to As'ad bin Zurara. As'ad bin Zurara accepted. He returned to Medina. Next year he came, and this was during the period of Hajj. And at that time, a bigger delegation came. And they all sat with the Holy Prophet. And the Prophet explained to them about Islam. And then after a year, right, so the third year after visit of As'ad bin Zurara, the Holy Prophet migrated to Medina. And you know that the first thing the Holy Prophet engaged himself, of course, he came to Medina, now a Muslim community was formed, and there was need to have a gathering. And this is where I would like to explain to the children, that Prophet, people were living in Medina, they had accepted Islam, but at that time there was no one common place where everyone could gather and the Prophet could teach them about Islam. So the masjid was built, Masjidun Nabawi. It was during that period of the building of Masjidun Nabawi that As'ad bin Zurara passed away, and As'ad bin Zurara was buried, and he is the first companion of the Holy Prophet to be buried in Jannatul Baqi. Okay? We have a little bit of short time, but we'll try and finish the questions as soon as possible. So we go now to question number 8. And the first Muhajir migrant to be buried in Baqi, is it Uthman bin Affan? Is it Uthman bin Hunayf? Is it Abu Darda? Or is it Uthman bin Maz'un? And yes, we have now different answers. And 13 of you have said Uthman bin Maz'un. And Uthman bin Maz'un, this is in the book Tabaqatul Kubra. There is a narration from Imam Ali bin Abi Talib alayhi salam where he says that the first migrant, Muhajir, right, person who had migrated from another place to come to Medina, these are called Muhajir. And Uthman bin Maz'un was the first migrant to be buried there. Now, just a little bit of history about Uthman bin Maz'un. This was not his first migration. In fact, his first migration was from Mecca to Abyssinia. When this is during the time when Prophet is in Mecca and the believers in Islam are being tortured, and they come to the Holy Prophet and they tell the Holy Prophet, we want to go away from Mecca. We cannot save our Iman by staying over here. We are being tortured. So we want to save our Iman. And that's the time when Prophet said to them, go to Abyssinia. And the first, in this first migration was Uthman bin Maz'un. And remember that the leader there was Ja'far bin Abi Talib for the Muslims in Abyssinia. Okay, so let's now go. And when he came to Medina, and he participated in Battle of Badr, and after Battle of Badr he passed away. We now go to question number 9, and question number 9 appearing on your screen is Fatima bintul Asad buried in Baqi. In which year did she pass away? 2AH, 3AH, 4AH, 5AH. Alright, so about 9 of you have given me correct answer. 4 year of Hijrah. She had migrated from Mecca and come to Medina, and she was there, and she is the second lady after Bibi Khadijatul Kubra to accept Islam, and Prophet used to count her as his second mother, and she gave a lot of respect. When she passed away, Prophet took his own cloak and wrapped her and buried her in Jannatul Baqi in Medina. We go now to question number 10. Wife of the Holy Prophet who is not buried in Baqi. Salama, Habiba, Safiya bint Hay, or Maymuna. Which of this wife of the Holy Prophet is not buried in Jannatul Baqi? Of course, Bibi Khadijatul Kubra, she passed away in Mecca, so she is buried in Jannatul Mu'alla. But from the other wives, one is not buried in Jannatul Baqi. Right, and 8 of you have given me the correct answer. It is Maymuna. Remember, Maymuna was the last wife of the Holy Prophet. She herself proposed that she wanted to get married to the Holy Prophet, and she is buried in an area which is called Sarf, and this is about 19 miles away from Mecca. Some of the historians have mentioned that it is the same place where she got married to the Holy Prophet, and it is the same place that she is buried. This is an area which is called Sarf. Question number 11 appearing on your screen now. In which year did the first destruction of Baqi take place? Was it 1806, was it 1810, 1815, or 1820? So we are talking about the first destruction. Okay. And 20 of you have given me correct answer. It is 1806 that these same people of believing in the same ideology of Salafism, or famously known as Wahhabism, they are the ones who came. For 18 months they tried to enter, and when they finally entered, they not only destroyed the domes in Jannatul Baqi, but they even looted all that was there. People had given so many things for Jannatul Baqi and for the shrine of the Holy Prophet. All was looted. Okay, so we go to question number 12. Who rebuilt the Baqi after first destruction? Was it the Fatimid, was it the Ottoman or the Uthmanis, or was it the Egyptian government, or was it the Safavids? And the correct answer is, of course, the Ottoman Empire, which was ruling over the Muslim world at that time. I won't be able to give you much description just now, explanation just now, but inshallah, when time comes again, we will talk about it. And we now move to question number 13. And you should know the answer to this, because I've already given the clue. When did the second destruction take place? Was it 1900, 1914, 1925, 1932? I see everyone must give me the correct answer here. Right, and 32 of you have said that it is 1925. And I mentioned in the beginning in the introduction that it is 90 years this year in 2020 that Jannat al-Baqi was destroyed. We will now move to question number 14. Person who led the army to destroy the tombs in Baqi. This is the second destruction. Was it Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab? Was it Abdullah bin Abdul Aziz? Was it Abdullah bin Bulayhid? Or was it Abdul Aziz ibn Saud? And the correct answer is Abdul Aziz bin Saud, who became then the first ruler of what is called Saudi Arabia now. It used to be called Hijaz. We now move to the final question, and this should be very, very easy for everyone to answer. Islamic date when Baqi was destroyed second time. Is it 25th Shawwal? Is it 8th Shawwal? Is it 8th Dhul Hijjah? Or is it 29th Shawwal? When did the second time? When was that fateful day when this tragic event happened in the city of Medina? Right, and 31 of you have given me correct answer. It is 8th of Shawwal. Remember, this Monday, it is going to be 8th of Shawwal for us here in Europe, and that was the day when they destroyed, and we will inshallah participate too. Right, so we can see that the winner is Ahmad at Qatar, and I'm sorry, back to lunch. Right, and I hope that all of you have enjoyed participating in this quiz today. And before I say Fi Amanillah to you, just again a reminder, please do subscribe. We are going to bring interesting programs. I just want to hint to you that inshallah every Friday we are going to have yet another interesting program, which we will try to make it as interactive as possible. The details are going to be followed. So don't forget, subscribe please. Subscribe, press the red button, right? Hear the bell please, okay? So subscribe, and thank you all for participating in the quiz today. I am again reminding you, please, you want to contribute questions, you are more than welcome to please contribute questions. Let's all participate. Let's make this a learning process. One of the gentlemen, just before I came over here, when I was talking to him, he did mention to me that we do learn a lot, and I'm grateful that we all learn from this quizzes. Dear brothers, ending with dua, اللهم انفعنا بالعلم وزينا بالحلم وجملنا بالعافية وكرمنا بالتقوى إن وليي الله الذي نزل الكتاب وهو يتولى الصالحين والحمد لله رب العالمين. And I say في أمان الله to you all. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.